Hello friends, and welcome to your May 2022 Taroscopes with me, Intuitive Rene. It's always such an honor and a privilege to be here, and I hope you enjoy the content that is coming your way. So what are Taroscopes? What are the monthly Taroscopes, you may be asking? So it is 12 individual readings that are done using the same format, using the same structure, but obviously the reading itself is different. And I do one recording or one reading per sign of the zodiac. And basically, the idea behind these is to give you a little bit of guidance, a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of motivation for the month in question. In this particular case, May 2022. So normally, well, for the last couple of months, I've actually stuck with the same format and done the same kind of reading month for each of the months. But this month, I decided to change it up a little bit. So it is a little bit different from the normal, from the usual. And we're doing a 9-card reading, which is quite a detailed reading. I'm sort of looking at, we get the kind of theme for the month. We look at what you should be avoiding, what you should be embracing, what you need to be watching out for, what action you need to take on something. And then obviously we get a little bit of guidance from Spirit thrown in as well. So there is a lot of information. And obviously the readings are quite broad and quite, I'm almost going to say non-specific, but it's done so that you can apply it to your life regardless of what it is that you're going through. There are, I have to say though, in some of the readings, it does get quite specific as to what you can expect, what you need to do, what you need to watch out for, etc. But they are a lot of fun. And the idea behind them is to just to give you a bit of inspiration, to give you a bit of motivation, and just to help you navigate the month, yourself, your situations, and your circumstances. But it's really to help you be the best version of yourself that you can be. So the videos are put into a private or separate playlist on YouTube so that you can access them whenever you need to. And I do set the intention that it's done for your sun sign, your astrological sun sign, your moon sign, or even your rising sign. So if you know a little bit about your own astrology and you're curious about on an emotional level how are you going to be, then you would look at your moon sign, for example. Or if you just want to look up your family members or your children or your partner or whoever it is, you can. You have access to all 12 of the videos. So there will be a May 2022 playlist that you can access and that you can have a look at. And in the description of this particular video, I will have links to the others as well. So you could just, once you've watched yours, you can just open up the description at the bottom and you can go and access all the other zodiac signs as well. And the tarot cards that I'm working with this month, I say tarot cards, but I mean the cards that I'm working with this month is the Tarot of Mystical Moments and I've only got the lid of the box here, difficult to hold, and the Oracle of Mystical Moments. So they do work together, and they work together so well. So this is the pairing that I've chosen to use for our May 2022 forecast readings. So friends, these readings are free. There is absolutely no cost to you at all to access these readings. In exchange, all I ask is for you, if you enjoyed the video, to give it a thumbs up. And if it speaks to your heart and soul, you know, just leave me a little comment below. It's always so valued and appreciated. And if you haven't already done so, please do consider subscribing to my channel. So you get, on my channel, we do week ahead readings every Sunday. They are released for the week ahead. And then once a week on a Thursday, I have changed it from Fridays to Thursdays. So once a week on a Thursday, you will have some kind of inspirational content, whether it be a pick a card reading, whether it be taroscopes, whether it be whatever it is that comes to me. Occasionally there may be a little bit of a walkthrough of a new tarot deck that I've got, or anything that comes to mind. And I love your support. Thank you so much for being here with me. And I'm going to stop babbling, because you're not here to listen to me, you're here to get your insight into the month of May 2022. So we're gonna, this portion of the video that I'm recording right now, that you're listening to right now, is the same for all signs. So I'm recording one intro, which I stick in front of each of the 12 individual readings. So if you do go to watch another reading, it's like, oh, why is she saying the same things? It's because it's the same video. So, so as soon as I stop talking at this point, it'll go straight into the particular zodiac that you are watching, and then you will get your specific reading. I do hope that you enjoy. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your love and support. And I look forward to connecting with you shortly. Right, Sag, let's get into your reading and let's have a look and see what the month of May has in store for you. So Sagittarius, I am going to give the cards quite a detailed shuffle before I lay out the cards that we're going to be using. And I am going to lay out all the cards that we need first before I start the reading. So if you are the kind of person who enjoys watching the shuffling and the layout, please do stick around. But if you want to just fast forward past what I call the boring bits, if you want to fast forward past the shuffling and the laying out of cards, you are welcome to do so. If you are on your computer, pressing the L key on your keyboard will fast forward you 10 seconds at a time. And if you are on your phone or a tablet, you can double tap the right hand side of the video to fast forward a couple of seconds at a time. And once I have got all the cards laid out, you can stop fast forwarding and yeah, stop paying attention. Right, I'm just going to do another shuffle. So yeah, we are looking at the month of May 2022 for Scorpio energies, to see what's in store, to see what you need to be aware of, what you need to be mindful of, all of those kind of things. Okay, let's give it a shuffle and let's see Sagittarius energy, May 2022. Okay, I'm happy with that shuffle, cutting the deck over there. So I am leaving a space over there, Sag, because I am going to put an oracle deck in there. But let's just try and put 9 cards on the table in a way that they fit, because I did choose quite a large sized tarot deck for this month. There we go. Okay, so tarot is laid out. Now we're going to do the oracle deck. Give it a good shuffle. So from the oracle deck, we're looking for the theme for the month of May for all Sagittarius energy. The theme for the month of May, the Sagittarius energy. Happy with that. And taking that card off the top. Good. Cards are shuffled. We are ready to go. So Sagittarius, we're going to start with this card over here first, and then we're going to look at these two together. So these two together will give us the theme for the month ahead, but starting over here, this is the card that talks about your energy as you enter into the month. So as you come into the month of May, what is the energy that you're carrying? What is it that you're going through? What is it that you're feeling in the month of May? So you're coming into the month of May, Temperance. Temperance is a major arcana card, and it's a major arcana card of balance, of finding your yin and yang, of recognizing the difference between your day and your night, your light and your dark, recognizing that, you know, we have various aspects or different facets of our own life, and we're trying to find that blend and that balance of it all. So if we have a look at our young lady sitting here, she's got one bird in the hand and she's got one that's just flown away. So immediately she's needing to realign and readjust herself in order to regain balance. And this is what life is, you know, just when we think we've got things. So when she had the 2 birds resting on her hand, she found her balance, she found her center, she found her grounding. And just when she sort of had a grip on that, the one bird flies off, and then suddenly she's having to readjust herself again. And this is what life is. So Sagittarius, you're coming into the month of May still trying to find your balance. So it's not that you're unbalanced, and it's not that you're struggling, not at all, but it's just about, you know, going with the ebb and flow of life and just trying to find your center and trying to find your space within that environment. So that is how you come into the month, and then we're going to see the rest of the month in all the other cards. Okay. So now we're going to have a look at your theme for the month of May. So we're going to start with the oracle card first, and the theme that we have here is secrets. So this is interesting, especially considering how you're entering the month. So secrets could be either you are holding on to secrets, that you are suffering from the burden of holding on to secrets, or it could be secrets being revealed, or secrets coming out of the woodwork, coming out of the wash. So it could affect you, and obviously it doesn't matter how the secret, you know, unfolds. It does have an impact on finding your balance. Maybe
Holding on to the secret is creating the imbalance. And you know that if you just release the secret, if you just, put it out there, if you not hold on to it anymore, maybe it'll help to bring balance. Maybe there is something that you do need to keep a secret in order to maintain that level of balance. But the secrets card coming through for you there, maybe telling us that, we need to, first of all, acknowledge and be honest with ourselves around the secrets that we're keeping, the secrets that we're holding. And remember, where do we hold secrets? Where do we keep secrets? We keep them within our minds, within our hearts, within our souls. We don't actually write a secret on a piece of paper. We all know that that's like not the thing to do, isn't it, Sagittarius? Now, what I'm noticing with this card as well is, okay, so she seems to have climbed up something to access the moon. The moon has the keyhole, and on her, on her skirt, on her waist, she has got all of these different keys that she now has access to. Only one of those keys is going to unlock the secret. Only one of those keys is going to open up the vault, if I can put it that way. And, we don't know how many chances she has, or we don't know what her particular situation is. But it's definitely about recognizing the secrets that are within you, the things that you either need to hold on to or that you are already holding on to, and the effect that it's having on you and what it is that you need to do about it. So before we finish off with secrets, we're going to have a look at the tarot, because this particular card is going to combine with this card to give us our theme for the month ahead. Yeah, you see, Sag. So we have the Tower card. The Tower card is the card of devastation and destruction. It's the card that we don't want to see in a tarot deck, in a tarot read, because the Tower card says like your whole world is being pulled out from underneath you, and as much as you're trying to hold on, it just keeps breaking, shattering, and falling apart. The Tower card is about structures coming down, structures falling, structures breaking, structures collapsing, and how we recover from that, how we deal with that, and how we move forward from that. And what I'm getting here, okay, so we start the month off trying to find our feet, trying to find our balance, trying to find our flow, if I can put it that way. We then have this card over here that is talking about secrets and holding on to secrets, and the containing the secrets within yourself. We've got taking place. So Sagittarius, it may be that the month of May is about you needing to acknowledge and admit with yourself that things are falling apart. Okay, now when we talk about the things falling apart, it could be emotional, it could be mental, it could be physically, it could be psychologically, it could be on so many different levels. All right, and I think this is Spirit saying to you, but you've got the key to the solutions, to the answers, to the balance that you're looking for. So don't try and hold on to the things that are collapsing, the things that are breaking, the things that are falling apart. Don't try and hold on to that. Rather, find the key. Rather, use the keys that you have. Unlock the secrets. Unlock, the help, the access, the whatever it is that you have in order to bring the balance in your life. But I think you don't want to keep this as a secret. If you're struggling with anything, Sagittarius, if you're finding things difficult, don't hold on to that. Don't hold that as a secret. Don't try and handle it all on your own. Let it go and find the assistance and help. We're going to see what the rest of the cards have, but that's immediately my take on it, is that, if you are struggling, if you are finding anything difficult, and it doesn't matter what it is, it could be such a small thing or it could be something huge, okay? Don't hold on to anything. It's a Spirit saying to you that, you're struggling, you're finding things really, really difficult, and maybe you're internalizing, maybe you're holding it to yourself, because let's be honest, we don't want to burden people with our troubles, we don't want to worry other people with our complications. We feel like everybody's got a lot to deal with, and you feel like you want to just deal with it on your own. But Sag, that would be a mistake. Okay, that would be a mistake. Reach out. Don't hold things to yourself. Okay, but I'm hoping that the rest of the reading will give us more clarity, insight, and understanding around the theme for the month ahead. So our next card that we're going to have a look at is something that you will accomplish during the month of May. So Sagittarius, let's have a look. What will you accomplish this month in May 2022? Okay. You see. So as much as it's difficult, as much as it's hard and challenging, this is you will accomplish in strength. You will find courage, strength, conviction, stamina, your power, energy. I can carry all those kind of words. You are absolutely going to dig deep within yourself to find the strength, to find the courage, to find whatever it is that you need to overcome whatever it is that you're dealing with. So I'm not worried about you. I was, no more. I'm always worried. Don't worry, Sag. I've got your back. I've got your back. So you're actually going to be okay, because this is what you will accomplish during the month. So you will be able to tame that lion within you, and you will be able to be safe, protected, guarded, etc. within your situation. And you are going to have the strength, the courage to overcome whatever it is that you're facing. All right, so as much as we now know that you're going to be okay, Sag, we do have this card over here, which is something that you need to avoid during the month of May 2022. So let's have a look. What does Spirit say you need to avoid this month, Sag? You know, quite interesting that the Queen of Pentacles has shown up here, because she's normally so practical, and she's normally so grounded, and she's normally so focused, and she's normally the person who can sort of make anything out of nothing. But as soon as I turned her over, immediately I had this whole thought of what it is that you need to avoid this month is that feeling of I can do it. Okay, because the Queen of Pentacles, like I say, normally when she comes up in a reading, I think, you know what, you're so down to earth, you're so practical, you're so logical, but Spirit is saying what we need to avoid. And it's the feeling of I can do it. It's the feeling of I don't need help, I don't need support, I don't need anybody, I can do it on my own. So we need to avoid being the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so we know you're capable, we know you can, but don't try and do everything on your own. Don't try and solve all your own problems and fix all your own challenges and all of those kind of things. We want to avoid Queen of Pentacles. We want to be the person who goes to the Queen of Pentacles for help and guidance. We don't want to be the person that everybody comes to. So you need to avoid being, I almost want to say capable. And I know, Sag, I mean, how do I tell you to avoid being capable? I hope you understand what it is that I'm trying to say to you. But Queen of Pentacles, like I say, she's normally so logical and so practical and so down to earth, and she can solve anything. She can fix anything. She's so super good at everything that she does. And Spirit is saying that during the month of May, Sagittarius, you do not have to be Queen of Pentacles, okay? Because you've got your own stuff to deal with. You've got your own stuff to deal with, so you don't have to be that for other people, okay? Now we're coming down here, and this is the card of what you should be embracing during the month of May. So let's have a look, Sag. What should you be embracing this month? And this is amazing. Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune, we suddenly have, I mean, her dress is bigger than her dress, okay? Her dress is more fabulous than her dress. And basically what this is saying is what you need to embrace. Wheel of Fortune is the wheel of karma, all right? And that wheel turns. There is nothing that we can do to stop progress. There is nothing that we can do to stop, you know, the chain of events, the cycle that's going to take place. And which is a very positive card, right? And it is in the position of what you need to embrace. So it's almost like you need to just embrace the universe, just embrace that things are going to happen the way things are going to happen, that you actually have no control over the way things unfold and the way things develop. The only thing that you have control over is yourself. Everything outside of you is, you know, it's on its own path, it's on its own circle. And if we look here, her heart, okay, there is a little red heart inside of that cogwheel, but that cogwheel turns that one, which turns that one, which turns, and so the wheel turns. She is not responsible for all of these other cogs. Yes, she is responsible for hers, but understand that anything that you do has this kind of trigger effect on everything else, and this is what you need to embrace. So you focus only on your journey, on your path, on what you're dealing with. Leave everybody else to deal with their own stuff, okay? Because you're already coming into this month feeling like I need to find balance, I need to find structure, I need to find all these kind of things. So there are things that you're dealing with on a personal level, and it's time that you focused on that and realize that everybody else will figure themselves out. Everybody else will be okay. All you need to do is focus on that one wheel and know that all the others will just in turn resolve and sort themselves out in the way that they need. Okay, so Sag, next card we have, and this card is looking at an obstacle that you may need to overcome. I mean, like, don't we have enough already? Let's have a look. An obstacle that you need to overcome, that you may need to overcome during the month of May. And we have the Nine of Cups. And this is confirmation of what I was saying to you here, okay? Because they have similar energy, all right? The Nine of Cups card, this particular woman, this particular lady, and this particular one, they care about people and they're willing to do things for people, but there is this almost, especially the way that I'm interpreted the Queen of Pentacles for you in this position, Sagittarius, but these two ladies, it's almost like they, I have to say, a little bit egotistical. They do things because of how it's going to make them look, how it's going to make them feel, as opposed to for the right reasons. So the Nine of Cups in the position of an obstacle that you have to overcome, and it's this obstacle of feeling like you need to do for other people all the time, feeling like you need to be supportive, you need to be kind, you need to be caring, you need to be whatever for other people. Let other people do what other people need to do, okay? You need to focus only on yourself. You need to focus on the things that are important and relevant to you and leave other people to deal with their own stuff. And the reason that it's come up as to an avoidance and an obstacle is because it's difficult for you, Sag, because you're a nice person. You care about people. You want to help people. You want to guide people. You want to be that supportive person. And actually, Spirit is saying to you in the month of May, actually, you need to internalize. You need to focus on you. You need to focus on what you're going through, and you need to find your strength. Okay? So that was an obstacle that you may need to overcome. Now we're going to have a look at support that's available to you. So what support, what kindness, what love, what gratitude, what support is available to you, Sag, during the month of May? Let's have a look. We have got the Moon card. The Moon card for a support card is wonderful because the Moon card says, even though you can't see clearly, because by the moonlight, you know, everything's dark. You know, we've got shadows. You can see my hands in the shadows. So there's all sorts of shadows. There's all things that are not really clear. And this is Spirit saying to you that even though you may not have total clarity on what you're dealing with and what you're going through and what you're handling this month, but you need to just trust that everything's going to be okay. Support, the Moon as support is saying, we will shed light on the things that you need to see. We will shed light on the things that you need to be aware of. So all you need to do is just be observant. So support available to you is Spirit saying that we will show you the things that are not obviously clear to you. So all you've got to do is just be open and also, if I can say, open and real around what it is that you're dealing with, what it is that you're facing with, and Spirit will handle the rest. But they will be there to support you. They will show you things that you would normally not have seen because you are going through a lot. So Spirit is saying, never mind, we will shed light. We will shine the light. We will shine the torch on the things that you need to be aware of and the things that you need to see. You focus on you first. All right. Now, we're nearly at the end. This particular card over here, Sag, is something, an action that you need to effect during the month of May. So an action that you actually need to do, that you need to carry out, that you need to handle. And the action is 8 of Swords, freeing yourself from your own insecurities. She's in a bird cage. She's got her wings out, but she feels like she's trapped. She feels like she's caged. She feels like she's stuck. But look, the cage is not closed. There is nothing blocking it or stopping it except her inability to lift her head and to look. So interesting. 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords is the card of our own insecurities limiting and restricting us. And the action that you need to take is to climb out of the birdcage. You know, I am going to say to you, Sag, what we're looking at here, it's not painting a fabulous picture. I get that, all right? I really do. I completely get that. But this card, as an action card, is Spirit saying to you, don't get sucked into this, oh, woe is me kind of mindset, because actually, yes, you're dealing with stuff. We're not diminishing that. We're not taking that away. There's definitely stuff for you to work through. There's definitely stuff for you to process and to resolve, secrets to either lock away or to uncover, but to acknowledge the tragedy and whatever it is that you're dealing with. But understand that there is nothing restricting or holding you back. So all you literally have to do is stand up. It's as simple as that, okay? So when you feel like everything is going wrong and you're dealing with a lot, and you don't know where to turn, and you don't know what to do next, and you don't know, and you don't know, and you don't know, this is Spirit saying, we will shed the light. So in other words, we will illuminate the top of the cage so that you can see that it's unlocked, that it's open, that it's free, that you can exit, that you are not forced to stay in that cage. If you choose to stay in that cage, that is your choice, absolutely. But if you choose to stay in that cage, that is like you holding on to your tragedy, holding on to the problems and the things that are going wrong in your life, instead of finding your courage, your strength, and your conviction. Now, it's very interesting how this card came directly below the strength card, because what it's saying to me is you're going to have to dig deep within yourself to find the strength, to find the courage, to whatever, to stand up out of this cage. Because as much as we don't want to be here, we have been there for so long, it's actually feeling quite comfortable. Have you ever had that where you're so comfortable in your uncomfortableness, okay? And this is Spirit saying you have to find strength to actually stand up and to realize there is nothing stopping you, nothing restricting you, and nothing holding you back from being happy, from having success and overcoming whatever it is that you need to overcome this month. And finally, Sag, we have got a card which is going to be a little bit of additional advice from Spirit. So anything else that Spirit feels you need to know, anything else that Spirit feels is relevant and important to you for now, I love that. Oh, thank you, Spirit. So what we have over here, Sag, is the card of the World. It is the final card, the last card in the Tarot card. The World talks about accomplishment, achievement, attainment, achieving everything. This is like, we always use the example of the Olympics to describe the world. So if you are an Olympian, if you are an Olympic athlete, you train for years and years and years. Okay, then when the big day comes, the big day of your race, of your competition, of your whatever you call it, and you're in peak performance and you give your absolute all and you perform beautifully and you make it to place one, position one, you win the race. This is you standing on the winner's step, on the podium, whatever the word are, receiving your trophy. And in that moment, you just know how perfect everything is. You feel, we actually, unless you've experienced it, we can't imagine what that feeling must be. And that's what the world is. It's that feeling of, I've done it, I've made it. But it's also a feeling of, let's enjoy this moment, let's enjoy it, because tomorrow we start preparing for the next event, situation. And as additional advice, this is Spirit saying to you, Sagittarius, we see you. We recognize that it's tough. We recognize you're going through something. We recognize it's not easy. But you know what? You will overcome this. You will beat this. You will get over this. You will come through this successfully, happily, intact, okay? You are going to succeed, but you are going to need to find your strength, to stop worrying about other people and to focus on you for a change. And if you can do that, Sag, the world is your oyster. And on that note, I wish you a month of happiness, a month of strength, a month of stamina, and a month of unlocking or locking your secrets as ever you need. With love and blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care, Sag.